Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me once again on our Facebook live tutorial. So having a little technical difficulty on going onto LinkedIn. All right, perfect. So I'm live on all platforms. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining me once again on our weekly Wednesday Facebook live tutorial. So let me just make sure that all the cameras are all aligned. And if you are joining me for the very first time, my name is May Yo Silvers. So if you see me looking at everywhere and not looking at you, is because I have got 3 cameras going on at one time: my laptop and my iPad, and also on my phone for Instagram, and then on my iPad for LinkedIn, and then on my laptop for YouTube, and also my Facebook group. So for give me 1 minute. This is real life. My dog needs to go out. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So sorry about that. So if this is the first time you're joining me, my name is May Yo Silvers. I am the owner of M2 Hospitality, a multiple 6-figure event planning company, and also the founder, event mentor, and coach for Events for Anyone, where we provide a mentorship program called the Unstoppable Eventrepreneur to event planners to help them start and grow the event planning company into a multiple 6-figure business as well. So welcome new members to our Facebook group. Welcome to our new LinkedIn followers, and same thing for our Instagram followers. And today's session, we're going to talk about how you can stand out in the crowded market. I will be asking some questions, and please be an active participant, okay? If you are joining me on YouTube and LinkedIn, please make sure you say hi, and so that I can address you by your name. And same thing for Instagram and also my Facebook group. Please click on the StreamYard link so that I will be able to see your name. Hi, Jacqueline. Thank you for joining me. Hi. Okay, who do we have here on Instagram? So Glitter Artimomi, thank you for joining us. Hey, Christine. Okay, so I have a hard stop at 12:30, so I want to get the show going. Now, when we're thinking about standing out in the crowded market, how do we stand out in a crowded market? How can you get your voice out louder, right? How can you get your name out more visibly compared to your competitors? How can you stand out, basically, so that when people are thinking of hiring you for your services, regardless whether you're event planner, event designer, venue, or in any business, as I was saying to my LinkedIn folks, that what you're learning today is not necessarily just for event planners, but it's business fundamental 101. Okay, that's what we teach inside our mentorship program called the Unstoppable Eventrepreneur. So as you can see, I'm always wearing my merchandise, the Unstoppable Eventrepreneur. So this is business fundamental 101. When we talk about standing out in a crowded market, right? Standing out from your competition, I want to ask yourself, I'm going to ask you a question that is so obvious and maybe even sound dumb. All right. Why do you want to stand out from the crowded market? Why? Give me the most obvious reason. Why do you want to stand out from your competition? Why do you want to stand out from the crowded market? Today's session, I want it to be a little bit more interactive. So don't be in a consumer mode, be an active participant mode, because we're going to walk away from this session knowing what you need to do. So why do you want to stand out? Why do you want to stand out in a crowded market? What's the objective of standing out in a crowded market? What's the reason? Why do you want to stand out in a crowded market? So we have a lot of eyeballs watching. So I'm expecting to hear from somebody. So if not, I'm going to call out some names that whoever you're watching. Okay, so yes, please click on the link so that I can see your name if you are watching me on StreamYard. Okay, so Joelle says that so that they will remember you and reach out when they need your services to drive the business to me, right? To drive the business to me. Basically, you want to be able to get increased sales, correct? To increase your sales so that people can book you. So you want to be unique. Hi, David. Thank you for participating on LinkedIn. Just to let you know, I saw your message, so I need to get back to you. So, right? So you want to be unique. So David say you want to be unique from LinkedIn. All right. Quite a few of you on Facebook say to drive the business to me to become memorable. Okay. On my Instagram, someone is saying that to increase sales. Okay. So you need to first understand the objective, why you want to stand out in the market. Ultimately, we want to stand out in the market is so that we can be remembered. We are memorable. Why do you want to be remembered? So that people can refer you when they know someone who needs your service, or they will call you. Okay, they will call you when they need your service. Someone on Facebook wrote, you want to get familiar. You want them to get familiar with you and your businesses, right? So now, putting everything aside, let's not focus on you. How about that? Let's not focus on you. Every time we think about we want to stand out from the crowded market, we put all the attention on us. What we need to do to stand out from the crowded market. It's all about you. How you want to be remembered, how you want people to be familiar with you, how you want to be unique. Let's take ourselves out from the equation. Let's start thinking about your end user, the people whom you want them to find you and pay you. What do they want? What do they want when they are thinking to hire an event planner? Okay, I'm going to use event planner as an example because that's my core audience. All right, so I'm going to use event planner as an example. If you are an event planner, ultimately you want sales, right? So the people who's going to hire you are people who need your services. So if you're a wedding planner, the people who's going to need your services are engaged couples, correct? If you are a social event planner, the people who's going to engage you could be people who wants to plan their milestone events, could be very busy moms who wants to plan their graduation party, could be professionals who wants to plan their milestone birthday, milestone wedding, could be small business owner who wants to do a grand opening, correct? It could be a small corporation who wants to do an employee picnic or appreciation event. So your end users are the people who are going to be hiring you for your services to help them plan an event. Okay, so now, so Tracy asked, okay, Tracy wrote inside the Facebook, says we want people to be happy with the services they receive. Yes. Now it's all about how you want your people to feel, right? Your target audience. You want their event to go off with ease. So again, take yourself out from the equation. Start thinking about your end user. When your end user, your target audience, what are the decisions that goes, what are their thought process? What's their thought process when they are planning to hire someone to do their events? When they have decided that I don't want to do this myself, I'm going to hire somebody to do it. What goes on in their head? They want to hire someone who they believe and trust that you can solve their problem. So there are 10 event planners that they're looking at, for instance. Okay, let's say 5. 10 is maybe too many. There are 10 event planners that they're looking at. They're looking on Google, on searching you on Google, or going to and then they do some research on you and your competitors. Okay, so they narrow down to 5 people. And what is the decision-making process that they will hire this person? Why should they hire you and not another person? How are you going to stand out from the competition? The first thing that they are going to be thinking is, can this particular event planner solve my problem? Does this event planner understand what I need help with? Do they know what I need? Can they understand my vision? Can they understand why I say what I want? What's the ultimate reason why I say I want my events that way? Do they understand my real desire? Are they able to solve all my challenges that I've shared with them? Okay, so this person, your end user, is going to evaluate, are you able to solve their problem? Okay, and a lot of the event planners say, of course, I'm an experienced event planner. Of course, I can solve your problem, right? So you have that skill set, just like everybody else. You can provide that services, all the planning services, just like all the other event planners. How is that going to make you unique? Not really. Because the services that you're providing is just like everybody else. Now, the second thing that your end user is going to think about is, okay, these 5 planners, they all can solve they all can help me based on what they say they do. It looks like their packages, the services they're offering can definitely help me to plan the event. So I don't have to plan everything myself. So why should I go with you and not another person? Why? So from the consumer standpoint is, now that you're able to solve the problem, what's the next decision-making process to decide whether they should hire you? People buy is at the end of the day, who are you as a person? Okay. So the answer is they're going to be asking themselves, okay, who are you? Who are you as a person that your consumer is being attracted to you? Okay. Being attracted to you. Who are you? Why are you unique? As a consumer, put yourself when you go shopping, when you're buying something, okay? Why did you decide to buy from this person and not the other person? Why? It's because how this planner makes them feel. All right. How are you making your end users feel? Do you make them, it's not about you presenting yourself. Tracy, I need you to take yourself out from the equation. Start putting yourself in the position of your end user. If you only think about you, you're neglecting what your end user is actually feeling. So if you are the end user, why did you buy from this person and not the other person? Ultimately, your end user, okay, your target audience will want to buy from somebody that makes them feel a certain way. What does that mean? Great customer service? Sure, everybody can deliver a great customer service. But you as a person, how are you making your end user feel? That's why I always say that you are not everybody's planner and not everybody is your client. Okay? So I am someone, I'm going to use myself as an example. All right. So I'm an event planner and I am also a coach for event planners, a business coach for event planners. For my event planning company, I show up as somebody that is 100% me, authentically me. I am consistent in all my branding message about who I am as a person, how do I do business, what is my moral values, and the promise that I give to my end user. What is my promise? My promise is I am your partner in crime. My promise is I am your event strategist. My promise is I am your event planner that is going to listen to you, respect your view, but at the same time, I'm going to advise you on how to do certain things so that we can get to your end result. My promise has always been consistent. Okay? I don't promise that I'm going to deliver a beautiful event, a fluffy event, or at the end of the day, everybody can do that, right? My promise is I'm going to make you feel heard. I'm going to make you understand that ultimately how your event is going to turn out is based on XYZ strategy and my experience. So when your end user, right, some people may not want to work with me because I am very direct. But some people love to work with me because I'm very direct. I come on the meeting. I don't spend too much time talking about how's the weather, have you eaten, what did you do over the weekend? No. I come on, I go straight to the point. I say, okay, listen, today what we're going to talk about is this. How are we going to make your events memorable? I go straight into strategy. So I'm known in the industry among my peers and also among my consumers that May is someone who's extremely business-minded and understand the return on investment for every single event that I plan for my clients. So when my potential client or my clients work with me, they know what they can get from me. And they walk away feeling confident that I can do their job, and feeling that they can trust me to do the job, and also feeling that I will always watch their back. Okay? We have different ways of communicating our values. And if you are able to be who you are and love who you are and accept who you are and not try to be what you see your competitor is doing, right? The common thing that's happening right now in the event planning field is, especially when you're first starting out, is when you see the people in your market, okay, regardless whether it's in your local market or in general, you see online, you see the event planners are all creating the same look. Okay, the throne chairs, the backdrop, the drapery, the balloon garlands. You see everybody is doing that. And you feel the need to have to offer that because you are in the FOMO mode. You're afraid of the fear of missing out. If I don't offer that, that means I'm not even close to being my competitor. I'm way behind. But I'm going to ask you, if this is not something that you enjoy doing, or you have any interest in wanting to offer, or know how to do, why would you want to show up and tell your clients that you want to offer that? Because at the end of the day, how do you stand out from your market is the person who has the most conviction in delivering who they are and what they do and how they help is the person who's going to stand up in the market. Okay, so the common myth is, or the common syndrome that I'm seeing is, when you see your competitor that they're dressed a certain way and they do certain things on TikTok or IG Reels, you want to copy them. You want to follow them because you feel that that is the norm. You feel that that is the right way. But if that way of showing up, okay, if some event planners like to dance on TikTok, all right, or like to do certain motion, okay, on IG Reels, but that's not you. But you feel that the only way to stand out in the market is to be at least on par with your competitor, and you start doing that. Is that you? Is that you? Or you feel that you need to look a certain manner, dress a certain way, speak a certain way, but that's not you. That is your competitor. So if you are copying your competitor, you will always be one shade paler than them. So ultimately, at the end of the day, how do you stand out from your competition? A few things. Number one, understand who you are. Who do you really like? When I said, let me just go back. Who you are that means you got to understand who you are as a person. Okay, what do you like to do? What kind of services do you like to perform that you want to offer? And who are the people you want to work with? Again, not everybody is your client. All right, not everybody is your client. You're not everybody's planner. So understand yourself first. Who are you as a person? What is your personality? What do you like to do? How do you want to show up? Are you able to show up every single time fully made up with a beautiful dress and a suit? Every single time when you show up, can you keep up with that? Is that your personality? Is that even your wardrobe? Because if that's not, I will tell you that if you were to do this because you think that the market is doing this and that's what the market wants, yeah, of course you can do it. But how long can you do it? How long can you put up with this pretense? How long can you put up with this pretense? Next, when you show up, especially on the digital platform, when you're standing out, okay, when you're standing up, hey, Ali, thank you for joining me on LinkedIn. When you're standing out from the market, okay, like someone said, you want to be unique, right? There are many things you can do that can be unique. But by showing up uniquely, okay, or by doing what the market is expecting you, just like in the events field, right? What's the look right now? Again, throne chairs, drapery, balloon garlands, right? If you say that, no, I'm going to do something else even more unique. I'm going to have a unique table, okay? A unique setup, all right? So I'm going to offer something else in addition to all that. I'm going to ask you, is your uniqueness, okay? You want to dance on TikTok, have a really, really good action move, okay? You do a reel that's really cool. But is your uniqueness solving the problem? Is your uniqueness solving the problem that your potential client is looking to solve? Because you can do some break dance or moon dancing and you are very entertaining to watch. But if I'm selecting an event planner to help me with my events, I have certain needs. By me watching you doing your moon dance, twerking, all right, or doing whatever crazy move you're doing, because that's what TikTok is promoting, right? Very entertaining videos. How is that solving my problem? You are definitely being unique. You are unique for sure. But is that solving my problem? This is something that I want you to really, really ask yourself. When you're showing up on your social media, when you're doing your networking events, you can have a very unique purse. You can have a standout dress. You can have beautiful makeup. You are standing out in the crowd because you are drop dead gorgeous. But how are you communicating your value that will make the other person feel confident that you can solve their problem? So go evaluate on your social media. What kind of value are you putting out there that is helping people to understand that you can solve their problem, that you understand their problem, you understand their underlying needs, okay? Underlying needs. Exactly. Alida says from LinkedIn says that clients are very knowledgeable and they can read when someone is not authentic. They seek authenticity and trust. All right. So authenticity and trust can only come if you truly honor yourself, because you can be teaching something that you don't stand by. You can be executing a vision or explaining a vision that you don't even like. For me, I will be dead before I sell a balloon garland or a throne chair or a backdrop drapery. So if my client wants that, during the qualifying process, I already know that they are not my client. Because you know why? If I were to take on this client, I would not be happy because I would not feel the enthusiasm and the passion to plan the event. And what's going to happen when that happens? I will do a sloppy job. And when I do a sloppy job, what happened? My reputation goes down the drain. So you have to be so mindful, right? You have to be so mindful. Okay, thank you, David. I'm glad that whatever I'm sharing is resonating with you, right? It's not about having a lot of attention, right? David from LinkedIn said it's not about having a lot of attention. It's about getting the right attention. Okay, so when you're showing up, are you delivering value that people can or your target audience can feel that you can solve my problem? You're the person, you're the expert in your field, and I'm going to come to you. Okay. And last but not least, right? We talk about being authentic. Ultimately, skills can be learned. Strategies can be taught. You can go YouTube the hell out of everything. But if you don't know who you are as a person, you don't know what you want, you don't know what you can teach, or you don't know what you can share, you don't know what is your zone of genius, okay? You don't know what is your passion because you have also the fear of missing out. You want to do everything. That's when you can't show up authentically. Again, I always say, do not sell something that is not your passion. Do not do something that is not your passion, because your client can see through you, okay? When you can't convert a lead apart from the price, and by the way, there's no price objection, okay? There's only a price objection when they're comparing your price to something else. And whatever they're comparing you to something else is how confident they feel about you solving their problem. And do they really want to spend time with you? Because during the whole planning process, you guys got to hang out. If they don't like you, if they don't trust you, they don't know exactly if they're getting the real you, because you're not showing consistently as the same person on your social media. One day you are all serious. One day you are all going crazy dancing. One day you're talking about your dog. The next day you're talking about drapery. And then the next day you're talking about your vacation. Your audience, like, can you really help me? Where is your focus? Right? So you have to watch all that. Consistency in showing up is important. And I always say that there is no need to worry about your competition. Because if you consistently show up on your platform, in-person event, and when you consistently show up, not like a firecracker, where you show up all the time for 1 week, 2 weeks, you know, those 30 days media posting, right? Those 30 days challenge where you post on your social media, then you are showing up all 30 days. And then by the 31 days, it's like, holy moly, this is too much for me. I can't deal with this anymore. And then you go disappear, especially after posting religiously for 30 days because you're up for the challenge, and then you don't see any traction. You don't see any results. Nobody is liking it or sending you a comment or anything. You get discouraged. Then you don't show up anymore. When you don't show up anymore, people wonder, are you still in business? Okay. This is a long game. Marketing is a long game. So stay consistent in your visibility, but more importantly, stay consistent to who you are as a person, what you do, who you serve, and how you help. The content that you're putting out, how you're showing up. Because if there is no consistency, just like what the example that I gave, you are not able to build the trust. You're not able to build the know, like, trust, buy factor. So when people are thinking about how can I stand up in the market, the first thing is they go research what everybody else is doing. Oh, it's great to know what the market is doing, because if the market is doing a lot of that, that means there's a demand for that. The next question you got to ask yourself is, can I do that? Do I want to do that? Do I like doing that? If you don't do it. Okay? Don't do it. And you have to ultimately honor who you are as a person. Because the last thing you want is when you're marketing yourself, okay, when you're marketing yourself in a certain fashion and you adopt a certain persona, the persona that's not you, what's going to happen? During the whole planning process, the client expect you to be the person that who they think you are when you show up a certain way. And then you realize that, oh my God, this pretense is hard. And then you show your true colors. And then the client was like, who is this person that I hired? And then what happened? Conflict happened. Misalignment happened. So if you are not aligned with your own values, okay, with your own values, your own ethics, and honoring your personality, then we will have a hard time standing out in the market. Because again, this is a long game. You don't have to worry about your competition, because 90% of the people out there are just following what everybody else is doing. And that's not exactly what they want to do. But they think that this is what the market expects them to do. That's why they do it. That's why they will never stay long in the game. If they were to stay long in the game, they're not making money. So don't worry about the competition. Worry about yourself. Love yourself. Know who you are. Know what you like. Know what you don't like. Honor your voice. Honor your personality, your characteristics, and pay attention to your moral values and your ethics. And pay attention to what your passion really is. Because if you are doing something that you're extremely passionate about, you will always win, because your potential client can feel you. Your potential client can feel that you are all in doing that thing. And when you're all in doing that one thing, you will be expert in that thing. So if you are all into wedding planning, stay in wedding planning. And all you talk about is wedding planning. And show up as the person you are. And you will attract the couples who like you. If you are an F-bomb person, which is like me, I will attract clients who don't mind me dropping the F-bomb because they know that's my personality. But if you are a very religious person, you will attract people who has the trust in God, who has the same viewpoint about the religion, and they will work with you. So don't be afraid to honor who you are as a person. Ultimately, that will be my ultimate message for standing out in a crowded market. Know who you are and honor who you are. All right, and pursue your passion, because once you pursue your passion, you will become the expert in the field, and you will have so much enthusiasm in presenting your content. Your client can literally feel you. All right, and they'll say, that's the person for me. All right, thank you so much. I hope today's session has been great. I have to hop on to teach inside my mentorship program in the next 1 minute. But before I forget, we do have our 5-day Passion to Profit workshop that starts on Monday. This is the second workshop for the year. And it starts on March 7th to March 11th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. So very quickly, on the very first day, we're going to talk about how to legitimate your business, all your legal paperwork, how to build a team, system, and process. Day 2, we're going to talk about marketing. We're going to go deep into this topic. How do you market yourself to get leads? All right. So there will be, every session is 1 hour. So I'm dedicating 1 day, 100% talking about just about marketing. Third day, I'm going to talk about how your relationship with money is affecting the growth of your business and when you go into a sales conversation. And then fourth day, I'm going to share with you how I have built both my businesses, event planning business, and also my event coaching business into a multiple 6-figure profit company. Day 5, we're going to talk about pricing. How do we price? How do we price for profit? And what do we need to do to reach our income goal? All right. So if you want to sign up, just send me a DM. And for Facebook, my Facebook user, please make sure you DM your concierge. Don't know who is your concierge? Just comment register and your concierge will reach out to you. My Instagram people, just send me a DM. We will register you. This is going to be inside a Zoom link. And I need to make sure that I get your right email address to send you that Zoom link. So comment register. If watching me on replay, #replay. Thank you, Ellie. So tell your friends and family who wants to start the event planning company or is serious in scaling the event planning company. Please make sure that you comment register, DM me to register for the workshop. So I'm not one of those people who do a workshop and give you all the fluff. I go straight into strategies and tactics. So it's actionable. All right. And it's a free workshop. Some people are asking. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. My paid members inside the mentorship program, please hop on Zoom. I'll see you in 1 minute. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye.